Do you love silly stories for kids? Why not consider joining our family? You can even get a very special message from one of your favourite Silly Stories for Kids characters. Head over to the website to find out more. It's your support that helps us to continue to make exciting stories and more crazy content.
Did somebody say crazy?
Oh, Pimpin, no. One day, two little kids named Jeremiah and Kiara were sitting in their backyard. Now, they had been playing in the sandpit for a little while, making castles and all kinds of things, when all of a sudden Jeremiah spotted something way up in the sky. Hey, Kiara, what's that? I don't know, said Kiara, looking carefully, but it seems to be getting bigger. They watched and watched as down from the sky came a giant spaceship. It pulled up just above their backyard, and a door opened in the bottom of the spaceship. What is going on? Said Jeremiah, and out of the door popped a head.
Hello, my name is Beepo,
said the little green man inside. Hello, Beepo, said Jeremiah. Why is your spaceship over the top of our backyard?
Well, are you Jeremiah?
Yes.
And are you Kiara?
Yeah.
Perfect. I have landed in the correct backyard.
Correct backyard for what?
Well, I need your help.
What with? Said Jeremiah.
We have a new planet that has just been discovered, and the people there have a very big problem. Could you come help us?
Maybe. Let us check with their parents. So the kids raced back inside and checked, and sure enough, they were allowed to go on the very special adventure. They went back out to the backyard. They said yes.
Hooray,
said Beepo, very excited.
Well, I will beam you into my spaceship.
What do you mean? Said Jeremiah. All of a sudden, a big bright light came down and went straight onto Jeremiah and Kiara. As it did, they started lifting off the ground. Whoa, they said as they got sucked inside the spaceship. Once they were inside, Beepo was standing there with a very big smile on his face.
I'm so happy that you could come with me. Come on, let's go.
Beepo took them inside the spaceship and started showing them around. There were all kinds of crazy things inside there. There were funny-looking walls with wobbly bits. There was even chairs that were upside down and a very, very, very strange-looking hallway. What's that one?
Oh, this is how we get to your seats,
he said. As they started walking down the hallway, everything began to blur, and then it began to do strange things. Jeremiah stretched out his hand, and it got longer and longer and longer. What's going on? He said.
Oh, it is just a trick,
said Beepo.
Watch.
Beepo pressed a button on the side wall, and everything went back to normal. Why is it doing this? Said Kiara.
For fun,
said Beepo.
Walking down a long hallway can be quite boring, so I put in a very good modulator to change the look of everything,
said Beepo. The kids laughed.
Should I turn it back on?
Said Beepo. Yes, please, said Kiara. Beepo pressed the button once more, and once again the kids' arms and legs became wibbly-wobbly, and they were watching and laughing and playing all kinds of games until eventually they got to the other end of the hallway, and there was the control room. Whoa, said the kids. There's so many buttons and lights. It's amazing.
I know, said Beepo. We are very, very blessed.
Yes, we are. The kids found their seats and Beepo helped them do up their seatbelts.
Okay, are you ready for the very special journey?
Yes. How far away is this planet?
It is 100,000 light years.
Oh my goodness. How long's that going to take to get there? Beepo sat down in his chair and he pressed the biggest button on the control panel.
We are here,
said Beepo. What? Said the kids. We travelled that far so quickly.
Well, yes. You need a very special spaceship to get to all the corners of space.
Wow, said the kids. Beepo brought the spaceship down just above the surface of the new planet. The kids looked down. All the grass is purple, said Kiara.
Yes, it is. Are you ready to go down there?
I think so, said Jeremiah.
Wait,
said Beepo.
Come with me first.
Beepo took them into a small room off the side of the control room, and there inside were some very special-looking spacesuits, but they were teeny tiny. almost the size of the kids' fingers.
Okay, put on your spacesuit.
Said Beepo. Beepo, we aren't going to fit into those spacesuits. They're too small.
Oh, no, they are not.
Beepo held up the spacesuit.
Just put it on.
How? Said Kiara.
I will show you.
Beepo held one of the spacesuits and threw it up in the air. It came down and landed on his head, and when it did, it enclosed around him totally.
See? Now I am in my spacesuit. You try.
Okay, said Jeremiah. He picked up one of the spacesuits and threw it up in the air. Sure enough, when it bopped him on the head, I'm in the spacesuit too. My turn, said Kiara. She threw her spacesuit up in the air as well. And when it came down, sure enough, she was in a spacesuit as well.
Come on, let's go down,
said Beepo. So they went to the exit of the spaceship and got beamed down towards the ground. Now, where are these people? Said Kiara.
You are surrounded by them,
said Beepo. The kids looked around, but they couldn't see anyone anywhere. Where are they?
Exactly,
said Beepo. What do you mean exactly? Said Jeremiah. The kids heard a noise. What was that?
Can you not understand
that? Understand it, said Jeremiah. It just sounded like buzzing.
Oh, hang on.
Beepo reached over and pressed a button on each of the kids' spacesuits.
I have turned on the translator.
Hello, said a voice. Who said that?
It is us,
said the voice. Who are you?
We are the peoples of this planet, and somehow we have become invisible.
Oh, dear, said the kids.
Yes, it is very hard to do anything when you can't see any of your bodies.
Oh, dear.
I can't even see my family. I know that they are there somewhere, but I can't see them.
Oh, dear.
We're over here.
Oh. How did you disappear? Said Jeremiah.
We don't know, but if we did, we would try and do something to fix it.
Well, has anything changed lately? Said Kiara.
Let me think. Oh, yes.
What happened? Said Jeremiah.
Our sun changed colors.
Really?
Yes. For some reason, it used to be blue, but now it is...
The kids looked up. It's purple.
Yes, it is purple.
Maybe that has something to do with it.
Maybe,
said the creature. Okay, said Jeremiah. Beepo, do you think we could jump back in the spaceship and get a bit closer to their sun?
Of course,
said Beepo.
We can do that. Come on.
Can we please come?
How many of you is there?
Maybe it should just be me.
Good idea, said Jeremiah. What's your name?
My name is Zinzabar.
Zinzabar? Said Jeremiah. That's a cool name. Yeah, said Kiara. I like it. Well, Zinzabar, you can come with us.
Okay,
said Beepo. Follow me. So the kids walked towards the spaceship, and then the light came down. It beamed them back up inside the ship. Did Zinzabar make it? Said Kiara.
I don't know,
said Beepo, looking around. I don't think he did, said Jeremiah. Zinzabar, are you here? Zinzabar. All of a sudden, Kiara's hair started moving. Whoa, my hair's moving. And then Jeremiah's shoelaces came undone. What just happened? The kids looked down. Zinzabar, is that you?
Yes, it is. I thought it would be funny.
It was funny, said Jeremiah, but we've got to get up to the sun. Let's go. So the kids, Zinzabar and Beepo all went to the control room of the spaceship and blasted straight towards where the planet's sun was. As they got closer, the kids started to notice something. Can you see all that dust? I can, said Jeremiah. There's a whole big cloud of dust right before the sun. Maybe if we can clear that special dust cloud, the people will appear once again. But how are we going to do it?
I have an idea,
said Beepo. What's that? Said the kids. He pointed to a special cupboard.
Let's look in there.
The kids went inside, and inside the cupboard was all kinds of different blasters. What are they for?
All kinds of things, but I think we need these ones,
said Beepo, pulling out 2 blasters and handing one to each of the kids. What do they do? Said Kiara.
You'll see. Now, quick, get outside of the spaceship.
So the kids climbed out one of the side doors and they were floating around in space. They were holding onto their blasters and wearing their spacesuits.
Okay,
Said Beepo.
point your blasters towards the cloud.
Okay, said the kids. So each of them pointed their blasters that way.
Okay, now, fire!
Said Beepo. The kids started shooting, and each time they did, a big beam started bursting out of the gun, which seemed to push things around and started pushing the dust out the way of the sun. They kept shooting and shooting and shooting until all of the dust had disappeared. Hooray, said Jeremiah. We did it! We did do it, said Kiara. They looked back towards the spaceship and they could see Beepo in the window, and next to him was a funny-looking blue creature. He had very strange short legs and then a big round body, and then his eyes poked out sideways almost like they were on sticks. He had 2 hands coming out the top of his head that had 12 fingers each. Zinzibar, is that you?
Can you see me?
Said Zinzibar.
We can,
Said Beepo.
Hooray!
Said Zinzibar, starting to run around the spaceship at top speed.
Whoa, he is a quick little creature.
The kids laughed, and they went back inside the spaceship and flew it all the way back down to the ground. When they landed, Zinzibar jumped out as quick as he could. He could see all his family and friends again.
I'm so happy,
he said, and all the little creatures started dancing and waving, and their eyes were wobbling this way and that.
They are all very happy. Thank you,
said Zinzibar. You're welcome, said Jeremiah. Yes, said Kiara. That was fun.
Okay,
Said Beepo.
I better get you kids back home. Wave goodbye.
So the kids started waving, and all the little creatures started waving their eyes back at the kids.
Goodbye, little childrens. We will forever be grateful to you.
And all the little creatures started singing a buzzy little song as the kids flew away. The spaceship flew back high above the planet, and Beepo pressed the big red button once more. The spaceship appeared once again over the kids' house, and it slowly came down, 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 down.
Okay, children. Goodbye. I will see you next time.
Bye, Beepo, said the kids, and Beepo pressed the button which beamed the kids back down into their sandpit. As they landed, their mum was looking out the window. Kids, you're back! How was your adventure? Well, said Jeremiah,
You wouldn't believe us, even if we told you.
Kiara laughed. And that is the end of the story.
This episode is brought to you by Beepo's Blasters. We have blasters for any kind of occasion. Need a confetti blaster for a good party or a blaster to chop your back lawns? Then call Beepo. We hope you have been enjoying the silly stories for kids. Make sure to leave a review wherever you find your podcasts and share it with one of your friends or an alien from a different planet. This has been me, Beepo.
And me, Sam. We'll see you soon.